all that situated. Got the videos ready as well. Hang on. I need a motivational France real quick.
You motivational what?
Motivational France.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. I think with all that, I think we're ready to go. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, it just ended up being a situation where I finally was able to nap, and then I woke up, and then I guess family dinner shifted an hour. Usually we start at like 4 when we eat, but thanks to my family with their recent jobs, I guess we all had to shift it up an hour, so... shift it down an hour, so we eat at 5 now. So... probably keep that noted, because that's probably going to affect the next, it's probably going to affect the next stream time, too. But we'll see. Okay. But yeah. Welcome in, everybody. I think everything's nice. Yeah, okay. Let's just get things over with. Alright. We are going to do the entirety of part 2, which according to part 2, this is going to be just this whole trial session. So, oh my god. I mean, there's more than one trial? Oh my goodness. I can't believe I put down a spoiler like that. It's okay. Part of it is figuring out how we get there. Am I right? Okay.
Quite so.
So February 9th, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 1.
Oh my. Mr. Lorries feels that way about me? Damn.
Oh yeah, but... oh, I gotta channel my British. Okay. Pompous. Alright. Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just probably accustomed to that sort of thing.
Worry not. But in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Lorries is the witness today?
No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dona, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes? Edgeworth being a real homeboy and calling Larry Lorries in front of Iris. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, yeah. That was very considerate. Hi, Twy. Welcome in.
Hello, Twy.
Oh. Are you feeling ready? Are you motivated?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Got the new sheets in the dryer, so that's exciting.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Let's go. Very.
Pop out your chat.
They're like special ones, right? Like the cooling. Was it the cooling ones or?
They're made of bamboo, so they should be cooling to some degree.
Oh, nice. That sounds very fantastic.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. And how are you feeling? Do you think you want to retain your role of Edgeworth, or?
I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. I'm just asking because, like, I just need to make sure.
Yes. It'll take me a second to get into it.
Okay.
You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed...
Don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. Right now, I'm a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth,
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I've been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
This is a really interesting situation where, like, I'm feeling the need to trust her, but I don't know how deep her lies go either.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, for all we know, maybe she is seeking a bit of redemption. For all we know, maybe she ain't. This is a very elaborate situation of we might be getting triple played 4D chess style. You know, it's kind of hard to say. I actually do appreciate this. You think the answer is obvious, but no, it's definitely up in
Oh,
here.
I really love this.
Oh no.
Gold is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Harazakura Temple.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this defense.
Indeed.
I'm not sure if I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An anti-prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before had a chance to begin. I am ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant.
Oh shit! Let's go.
Kasu.
The prosecution stands ready.
Holy shit!
This is gonna be so full of me. Jesus Christ.
I was like, you're gonna take Franziska as well?
Yeah, what I did. I had Franziska before.
Fair
okay.
enough.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to take... David, do you want to take Canadian judge?
I don't even know how to do the Canadian accent, to be honest.
Okay.
Oh, hey there. The
hey
court.
there.
The court is ready to pronounce the verdict at this time. I hereby find the defendant.
I hereby find the defendant guilty. Hey.
There you go.
Hey there.
You just have to talk like Scott. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
who's
much.
this hoser over there? Eh? Okay.
Who's this hoser over there?
Who's this hoser? I you are. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
don't-
you got it. You got
yeah,
it.
Probably just to keep the things like oh man, this is a situation. Like. It'd be nice, like, this helps for Flagra, but I think Twy needs to help.
I can do it.
Okay.
If there's any two
fine.
voices I can handle, it's Edgeworth and Franziska.
Alright, you got it. I believe in you, I entrust in you. Aiden, please throw down the shout out, because there's gonna be some masterwork ahead. Oi! I knew
Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy.
Von Karma, you say? Perchance, you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma.
Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma. That is all. Upon a special request, I flew in for purposes of prosecuting this case.
You did? Boy, then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor?
I'm always certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you're imagining things, Your Honor.
Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say, eh?
There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
That isn't. But I'm sure once before.
I told you there is no such weakling.
What is that? A whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom.
Finally!
The one sensible judge is the Canadian one about this.
That is hilarious. This is the
Because he's
man
worried
that
about his health care.
Oi, I know bottom. Hey, Wales, how's it going? Now's your chance
Hey,
to be.
Wales.
Now's your chance to be a hoser. That is for sure. Bye, Leaf. Remove that whip, eh?
I have no objection to the whip.
You don't.
The prosecution can wield the whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time.
Oh, poor Von Karma. We're gonna, like, ratio her.
Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you to slip through my fingers. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic.
Allow me to add the things not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court.
The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Very well, Miss Von Karma. Please give an outline of the case. With as little whipping as possible.
If you insist, the murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Stoneham. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand.
And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney.
Aww. Aww.
Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Oh my god. Hold on there. I'm not sure about being not sure. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all, huh? Witness, please stand up nice and straight.
If I recall correctly, there were a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain plagued witness.
Byleaf, fetch a crate for this.
That line was changed from the DS version, actually.
Oh shit.
I think he said something like, there are a few milk crates in the lobby for witnesses with bad backs, or something like that. It's a minor change.
Hold up, let me go find the link that Rosie posted in the thing. I can accurately find it. I just gotta look through all this shit. Holy crap.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
All the fucking faces of Gumshoe of that scene right now.
Oi, Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. I feel like it's almost diving into like a Scottish accent.
It very much is.
Oh dear god.
Once again, your name and occupation, please. If you want to take Edgeworth, I can take Canada, Judge.
Oh no, well shit. No. Wes. If that's the case, I mean, we're gonna go back to bikini, so I
I'll
could
take
give...
Canada.
Yeah, I could take Canada
Judge.
back the Flagra.
Leo on me. Well, I'm the head nun of the Hasakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone.
But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now.
The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once.
I should leave then. You want me to leave?
No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that.
Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your own moves and eh?
Oh wow, this was specifically a boot. That's pretty funny.
That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but... Well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So, I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hasakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak.
Right there with you, girl.
Ay, man. It was after I had finished, just when I was heading back. That's when I saw it.
So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple, eh?
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
Sounds like a pretty important statement she just made. There is only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle, now are you, Miles Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination.
How am I doing as Franziska, am I right?
Doing really good.
It's doing wonderful.
Better than I would do.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same as I remember it from like earlier, so it's like, yeah, that's good.
That night I was helping an acolyte with that night I was helping an acolyte.
Yeah, right.
You don't have to do the green text if you don't want to.
Well, no, because I was into the voice, and then I tried to correct my voice, and then I realized, wait a minute, this is green voice. it was like one after the other right there. I left Iris all day. Let's see. I guess we need to press this statement.
The crime took place in the courtyard, correct?
When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard.
That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case.
That certainly seems to be true.
There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna need to remind myself what her situation was. So, she was helping at the training in the inner temple. Back acts up violently. She left Iris to help the acolyte, returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple. Okay. Left Iris to help the acolyte. I need to remind myself. Courtyard where at least Donum was murdered. Okay. That's the weirdest one. Like, it's right in the hand, too. I think that's probably like the weirdest thing about this murder.
I love this part of the song so much.
Oh,
It is very nice.
so good.
Okay, so you left Iris to help. Maybe we need to press more.
You left Iris to help? With what?
What do you think? The acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter into the training exercises proper.
Wasn't your place to remain with the disciple?
Well, the job is simply to watch over the acolytes so that they don't pass away.
Just to confirm this point again. That night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct?
Yes. She's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions.
So Iris to help the acolyte and return to Hazakura Temple. She's at the Hazakura. That night, I was helping Acolyte with the training at the temple. Back acts up, left Iris to help the Acolyte, returned to Hazakura Temple. Okay.
And they really did Bikini's makeup.
Yeah,
They really did.
It's so good.
It's more prominent in this version than the DS version.
Iris' testimony was that. Am I like... I'm trying to remember what happened that day. I think that day she... Who was it? Phoenix saw Elise, and Elise looking for them. Okay. That's what I remember. There's no bath in the inner temple. I needed a long hot soak. It was after I finished, just as I was heading back. That's when I saw it. Loss of blood from stabbing back. Body fell 10 feet after death. Iris' testimony was she rang the lights out bell at 10 p.m. and was in her room until the murder was discovered. Oh, okay, hold on. Iris was supposed to help the acolyte, but I think this is where it happens. You have to forgive me. It has been a bit since I trying to remember this case. I think it really expected us to be hot and fresh off of the investigation.
Also, you're coming from a nap too.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I probably have to get her testimony. There we go.
Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
It sure does. Thank you, Edgeworth. Very cool.
That was profound, Edgeworth.
Yeah, profound. You prophetic. Prophetic? Yeah. Well. Don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hasakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No! She...
Defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. That is completely illogical.
Look at that smug face. Oh my god.
Also,
I missed it.
Did you notice he's actually wearing the badge?
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, that's so good.
He doesn't even wear his own badge.
Do you like my boyfriend give me this?
The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes. Hey!
All people lie. That is my belief.
Why am I the only one being whipped in here, eh? Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means... we must call your memory into question.
Dear. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you?
Well... that isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter.
Then, I suppose it's too early to begin this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence.
You got it, boss.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick.
Then please add your comments about Iris to the testimony. And let us return to the cross-examination.
Okay, so Iris came in the temple. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner. There's no bath in the inner temple, you see, and I need a look. Oh. That can't be.
Objection!
Oh shit.
Witness,
Simple
let's
as
get
is.
one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met. She was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct?
Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Hold it right there. Why do you have that? Why indeed? That's the question of the day, now isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night. Before the lights out bell was rung. What? You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Ooh.
If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the iris she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well, well, well.
Not a bad feeling at all exposing contradictions like this.
Yeah.
Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it.
You know you want to smile, you bastard. Come on.
Order in the court. What is area?
Sister, this hood, you have spare ones around the temple, don't you?
Spares. Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see. Dakpa, a surplus of hoods, eh?
Each dun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned.
This is quite strange. Ay.
If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here.
Hmm.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily.
Especially not when I save.
Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt.
Witness? While I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this.
Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on the way back to the inner temple. Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit.
Ooh.
Contradictory stimulation.
Ooh.
I'll prove them wrong to stimulate the seeds in his heart. I'll do.
Yeah, I know, right? Out of all the words.
That's where choose your words, please.
Well, to be fair, these are his thoughts, so, you know. He's just a really horny individual internally.
Closet pervert.
Closet. I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and Iris was, Mystic Elise! And with that sword of all things! Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. Oh, she saw that too?
You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgewood in court. What? And me seeing it all from this very chair.
You trying to direct the fucking whips to Edgeworth?
I am.
Oh my god.
Also, welcome in, Paper. How you doing?
You went Scottish there too for a second, bud.
It's kind
Aye,
of
laddie. Aye, I am.
It kind of is easy to slip into Scottish there for a
Yeah, it
bit.
is. And me sitting seeing it all from this very chair.
Can we just turn him Scottish Canadian? I mean, we could get away
Yeah,
with
let's
it.
go for it. Let's go for it. Well, something like that.
This judge. Oof. His imagination is about as vivid as creative as Detective Gumshoe.
It's me.
I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth. Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours?
Oh my god. The ladies are fighting. Okay, I finished my path around in the temple. Heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a... Let's get that noise. What is that noise?
That you heard a noise?
Thump! Just like that.
Very impressive, sister. How did you make that with just your mouth? That could be only be the sound of the victim falling.
I used to voice acting, honey.
Ah, very cool. I am trying to get into that myself.
What was your favorite voice you acted? What was your favorite voice you acted? Ugh.
Oh.
I remember when I played Lois Griffin.
Peter, oh my goodness.
Oh my god, don't instigate this. No. The bikini's gonna turn into Marge.
No. Wait, how did you jump to Marge?
I can't do a good. I can only hold my nose for so long.
Oh, Peter. Oh my goodness.
Also, she got like the pinched nose, so she,
Peter. Oh my god.
you know.
That could only be the sound of the victim falling.
Oh, okay, fuck it, let's try it.
It's very quiet in the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Jump! Just like that.
But then, couldn't this noise you've heard been snowfall into the ground?
I never thought of that.
Ho 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 ho! Aye aye!
The next one to laugh gets a whipping.
She
Well.
started it.
This is great.
Well, whatever the source of the sound, I looked over the courtyard and... Iris was... Oh, Mystic Elise! And with that sword of all things! Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
Let's press that real quick. I'm a little curious about that.
What makes you so sure of all this?
It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? Thump! Just like that.
You're one smart sister, I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 20 feet in height.
It's 10.
Did I say 20?
You said
did say
20.
Oh, I don't know why I said 20, sorry.
It appears that the witness was not mistaken then.
Yep. I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hasakura Temple.
Well then, Miss Honcho. There's only 2 of them working here. There. I read that completely. There's only 2 of them working there. What's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark? It doesn't feel like she's lying. This is very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There are only 2 things I can believe in right now. My client, Iris, and my own abilities as a defense attorney.
Miles, that's not really great evidence. That's not really great advice. I'm looking for a better hint than I gotta believe.
My powers as a defense sword, only from seeing my dead father and my friend.
Okay, maybe we need to get this information too. Maybe she spit something out.
This is the second time that the witness has testified to seeing the defendant. But some doubt remains in these claims.
Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to...
The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw, as clearly as you can.
Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
Don't forgive him. He's not that good looking.
Well, he's like an 8 out of 10. I mean, oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something has been bugging me all this time.
Please, don't keep us in suspense.
Her hood!
Her hood?
That's right. It's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right?
Ha! You dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth.
What did you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Is this testimony important?
It's detrimental, but it's pretty important, I think.
May initially appear to put me at a disadvantage. But I can't see any other leads at the moment.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Your Honor, I would like these new statements to be added to the testimony. Heh, Miles Edgeworth. If you want to hang yourself, you need only to ask. I'll gladly lend you my whip.
Oh, there's this where that line shows up. Okay.
Oh, you know about that line? I forgot about that line.
Yeah.
Witness, add that statement to your testimony, eh?
No problem. Now that you mention it, Iris didn't have her hood on.
We probably need to. We do have a map, don't we? Let's see. Oh, well, we got the map of the area, but not the map of like that.
The actual area part you were.
Yeah. Iris didn't have her hood on. Iris didn't have her hood on. She got sand at the potato salad. Let's see.
Good job, bud. We spent 3 days making that potato salad. 3 days! 3 days!
I love that. I see. The funny thing is, I'm referencing Rocket Power because I think there's a moment where, like, I think.
Yeah, they got sand in the potato salad.
Yep.
And he's so hung up on that. It fucking Squid's like, they got sand in the potato salad. Like it was like fucking bloody murder or something. Okay, no, it's not that one.
Oh, you got a broad piece of evidence there, eh?
Actually, let's see. Let's see.
A
Let's see what this
foolish
says.
fool. That statement contradicts the data provided by this piece of evidence.
It does? What do you mean?
Forgive me, Your Honor, but you just said it yourself that it does.
What? Don't try to play mind games with me.
First, you need
Yeah,
a mind to
hoser.
play mind games, Miles Edgeworth.
Ya bloody hoser.
Versus, it appears I have yet to adjust to being on this side of the courtroom.
Now that you mention it, Iris didn't have her hood on. I guess there is another one I could probably present then. Probably more the press.
How far is it from your room to the inner temple?
Let me think a moment. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. And about 15 minutes from Dusky Bridge to Hasakura Temple. The inner temple is just beyond the bridge. Pina.
Still, you never made it back there that night, did you?
That's right. I was headed along the walkway toward the main hall.
Okay, no, she didn't say anything there. Iris did ever heard. We probably need to press that, maybe? I think the only other one was... We'll press this and then we'll press the new statement, probably.
The room the victim was staying in overlooked the courtyard, correct?
Which means the victim's room was on the second floor?
No, Hasakura Temple is a single-story building. The mountain itself slopes downward, which elevates the main gate side of the temple and the guest rooms in the back to about the height of a 2-story building.
I see. And the victim was staying in one of these elevated rooms, correct?
Yes, I should know. I'm the one who carried her things to her room after all.
Okay, so she didn't get that, she didn't get that. I guess we might as well press the hood.
You are sure?
Yes, after all, we always wear the same clothes. I don't mean because we're poor, you understand? It's our style. Yes, that's it.
There's absolutely no need to explain yourself.
Anyway, she looked different from normal, so that really stuck out.
Like me holding a whippet puppy instead of my whip.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good visual.
yeah.
At least then it might bite you and not someone else.
Iris didn't have her hood on. I'm sure of it.
Very well. Now, please tell us about the victim,
Okay, that was everything. We have to believe in our client, that's for sure. Maybe there was a bit more to her testimony that I missed. She rang the lights out bell at 10 p.m., was in her room until the murder was discovered. I figured there would have been something to this.
Salutation here.
Salutation here. Something.
Salutation
Ready
here.
for you tonight. Attend the Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come, unless you want your secret to be exposed. But this is well past the time. Okay. Tatsu report time 10 to 11. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room with Traces out in the courtyard. I want to say it's the way she's stabbed in the photo that's probably off-putting. Because she ends up... I don't think I've done it like this, but we'll see. I guess my thinking is like, if it was immediately after being pushed out the window, why is she the other way? Okay, no, not that.
Ya hoser!
Go back to school, Miles Edgeworth.
People can turn around, you know, in the span of that time. Guess I could at least stay in the corner.
I'm trying to remember what the contra one is.
I'm thinking it has to be something simple. I just can't. She finished the bath around 11. Then she returns to the inner temple. Okay. So she finishes the bath around 11. She decides to return to the inner temple. She hears the noise from the courtyard. She takes a look. The blood and the fingerprints are on it, so that's not gonna help. Iris didn't have her hood on, which also doesn't help. Ray lights out bell at 10 p.m. and then was in her room until... think I've already done this sort of press. Yes, I did. Okay. So both have been done. So it's not going to be anything like that. We're talking about Iris in this case, not Elise. So that's not going to help. Maybe it's just the fact that the sword is still in the statue's hand? No. That's the one thing that's like really throwing me off right now. It's like, if Iris was the one to stab him, why is it like set up like that? It's almost like somebody positioned her that way. Ballistic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out in the courtyard. Iris didn't have a hood on. Maybe there was something I missed. So I was walking back, I heard a noise at the courtyard. It was a thump. She said it was a thump. She's been specifically saying a thump. What could make a thump like that? The plop of a body? The lightning strikes aren't going to be a thing yet. This is supposed to be for Iris. Damn, no, this is a very strong one, actually, yeah. And with that sword of all things, is... Victim's blood, suspect's fingerprints. Received before lights out bell at the night of the crime. It protects from evil spirits. Okay. But it happened after that. Body fell 10 feet after death. After death? Hold on a minute. Oh! I was... ooh. That's a fucking, like... Oh, that's a curveball they throw at you there. Ah.
Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in the winter.
However, I think you're overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind to take another look at the autopsy report? The autopsy report?
Yeah, girl, you might want to read it. I should have read it too.
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
That's right. It says after death right here, eh?
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall?
Order! Order! Victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below.
What if we do that, then we just, like, ruined Bikini's testimony?
Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Donham's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Aye!
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found in my glorious Playloft beard.
Play love.
However, if there was no root blood in the room, then you're ay.
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this,
Please stop.
as I'm sure Your Honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood,
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound.
That's a interesting way of putting it. Okay.
that's true. With the weapon still in the body, there would be much bleeding. Perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
No, the fuck it ain't. Isn't that a heavy fucking sword?
I'm just here to judge.
We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions.
No one the fucking don't.
Order. I must admit that this is a probable version of events.
I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point.
It seems that we need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please, remain standing on the grate.
Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood.
Mister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
Oh wow.
With the whip?
Yeah. Oh. You know, that's an interesting question.
Oh boy. All right.
Further details. How do you... To I be honest, would you want a massage from Von Karma, knowing it's gonna be the whip?
If it was the whip, no, I'm not into that sort of thing. However, if it was just her, yes, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, you know, that was very important information. I just wanted to get confirmation. Thank you.
When I looked across the sea, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Ami was stabbing. Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise to the back.
This is all covers Miss Von Karma's theory.
Naturally, Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth. Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that.
All right, time for croissant examination. The sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, because yeah, I imagine that's a terrifying scene. I've never seen so much blood before. I guess that is a lot of blood.
For somebody who isn't used to seeing blood, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah. I'll give the benefit of the doubt there. Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise to the back. Let me double check.
Beanie.
When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stat. Let's press this. Maybe she's got some information here. Oh, Zon. Yeah, bikini is a very nice design. Very wonderful. Also, welcome in, Zon. And welcome in,
Also,
Rosie.
hi, Rosie.
Think carefully. This is very important.
It's Iris we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. No, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mystic Elise's body.
It might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports a theory. The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Miles Edgeworth.
Okay, I figured there'd be a little bit more there. But yeah, hopefully your day's been well, Rosie.
Yeah, I hope you've been good.
Yeah, that's good. I've never seen so much blood before. That's what I fainted. You can't blame me, can you?
You can't blame me, can you?
Yeah.
What? Oh, did you want to?
Oh, Phoenix!
Alright, that I won't do. Bikini's voice.
Okay. I was gonna be like, you want that or do you want Von Karma?
I was like, if she's gonna sound like Lois Griffin, then no. I like bikini.
I
Alright.
do like bikini.
I like bikini. I ain't gonna do it dirty like that.
Okay.
Rosie's a little quiet according to Abe.
Oh,
Damn,
is
is
she?
that better?
Yes.
Probably.
Alright, cool.
Probably.
Yeah, because I can't. I do have Rosie at 200%, so that's as far as I go. Like, if she's still lower volume. Okay, let's get this information.
That time, was the victim bleeding?
Oh. Well, I was very shocked to be seeing all this, of course. So I'm not entirely sure. But I don't think I saw any blood. Not then.
I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug in the wound. In any case, let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed?
Okay, we did get that. I've never seen so much blood before. Let's not doubt myself real quick. It's just like... Okay, yeah.
The music is still playing, Miles Edgeworth.
Why'd you get that wrong, you dirty hoser?
Present some better evidence, Miles Edgeworth.
You want one karma?
Yeah.
Okay, you can have her. So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right! Some of it had splattered onto Iris, too!
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room. And her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well?
That seems quite conclusive to me.
Gonna need the press.
Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now, you say you saw the victim bleeding?
Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw.
What did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her. Plain as day.
Pulling the sword out.
Oh yeah, you know that's what she's been visualizing. That does explain it. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe she's just pulling it out then.
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add your statement to this your testimony right now.
Oh, was that important?
Yes.
More important than you can imagine.
I saw the The instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out.
Well, damn, you didn't have to. That's that's a hell of a way of wording it.
There's something about the phrase plunged in.
Yeah.
Tim noticed that in his LP of the first game's Case 5 when she's like, she plunged the knife in.
Okay, hold on. Let's see what this changes. Does it change this picture then? It does not. Okay, we need to press.
No, it does not, Miles Edgeworth.
Well, it better.
I thought you were better than this, eh?
Smoothly, you say? You're saying you saw the sword smoothly slide out?
That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of Mystic Army.
Okay, Meowth.
Yeah, it is turning into a
Kind
meow.
of does tell him, yeah, holy shit.
I didn't want to say it, but like it was turning into it.
Mystic Elise was on the ground, and I was just stooped over her. The sword was buried up to the hilt. When Iris stood up, the sword in her hand just slid out of Mystic Elise's body. It slid out with a gaping wound. Ah!
It goes without saying that if the sword was removed, there would be bleeding.
Nothing out of place here.
Is that really the case? I can't help but feel that something about this testimony is very out of place. That something which couldn't possibly have happened appears to have happened.
That's what I fainted. You can't blame me. So, the instant in which the blade plunged in the hilt was smoothly drawn out. Never seen so much blood before. I don't think I pressed this yet. Let me press this.
By Mystic Army, you are referring to the golden statue, correct?
Just stabbing someone with the Shishishito, a sacred treasure, is terrible enough. But to then make Mystic Army hold the blade.
Truly a heinous, despicable crime.
It is easy to despise something, anyone can do it. However, there is something that cannot be done so easily.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's doubly hard for you. Anyway, what is the problem?
Exactly why would the killer set up this gruesome scene? Can anyone explain the reasoning behind that?
No, don't think I can.
There isn't always a logical reason behind why someone acts.
That's true. So true. In early spring, for example, I often find myself.
So true, bestie.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It isn't always. That phrase might come in handy someday. There are too many unnatural elements in this case. Why was it necessary to use the Shishishito from the army statue as the weapon? Why was the weapon ultimately placed back into the hand of the statue? If I can expose the flaws in this testimony, then perhaps then I will begin to find the truth.
Okay, so...
Oh, there might be some crackling going on there, eh?
There's a little bit of crackling there in our capture.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do that real quick.
I feel like you might be. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I feel like you're focusing on the wrong evidence.
I feel like that's what's happening here. Like, I think I'm like thinking it's one direction, but it might be I have to be looking at this in a different like perspective.
So, like, go back to where she adds the New Testament. Yeah.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. But like, check the sword again.
Apparent murder weapon has the victim's blood and the suspect's
I
fingerprints.
don't think that would pull out so smoothly.
Are we just gonna go under the assumption that this shit's too heavy? Oh, okay.
You'll understand.
Mr. Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least, I'd like to think so, but there are too many contradictions here.
Love his fucking smug ass face, man.
What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
What contradictions are you talking about?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to the hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
You can see her stand. That's so funny.
I didn't get to speak!
Explain yourself!
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Does it appear? What meaningless dribble? I too may appear to be weak and frail. But I can crush men under my heels and make them weep, should I so choose.
This objection stands! I whipped it a little back there, I must admit.
That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
That's...
Yeah.
We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story.
It's funny you say that, son. This judge does not actually like the Dommy Mommy vibe. He was ready to take the whip away. But then Edgeworth was like, no, it's okay. You can leave the whip. And he's like, what do you mean leave the whip?
Yeah, Canadian judge is actually normal.
Yeah, well,
He's
For the
being,
most part.
I don't know about all
Yeah,
that.
for the most part.
he's
The
being
wound would be too
conditioned.
large. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a shichishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
May still sometimes.
Sometimes my ass.
I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction.
You still got more?
Oh, I've got plenty more, baby. This one's simple. If the sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Ah,
If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
no!
Oh, I made her sound British there. Oops.
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth.
It's so funny that Flagrick doesn't even get the time to like say anything.
Missing this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. Oh, the other attorneys I know can maybe manage one, if that.
Well, what does all this mean? Yeah, bro, contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but...
Having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is...
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shichishito.
What?
a foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool.
Very good.
Have I said foolish enough
No.
today?
You gotta say it more.
Let's
no.
examine this. Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think the sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mystic Army was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shichishito was the murder weapon. The Shichishito.
Also, I just realized she's wearing.
God damn it!
She's wearing boots. I never noticed that.
Oh yeah, she's got high-heeled boots.
Yeah, it just looks like the color blends in with the bars on the witness stand. So I was like, what?
So maybe the
Oh, you meant bikini. Yeah, she's wearing snow
Yeah.
boots.
So maybe the Shichishito was not the murder weapon.
That's a nice touch.
But if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth.
He cooking. Let him think.
Cooking. Let him cook. Okay, he's cooked enough.
Dubious food. If that is so,
Real.
I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question?
Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to?
Murderer weapon.
Yeah. It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall in the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found?
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Valgarma.
Yeah, you can't pull that evidence out of your ass situation.
No
now.
whipping me right now. I want an answer.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Oh yeah, they're like little. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Them.
Oh yeah, it blends in with the crates at the bottom because I think they use like a very close palette.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile, eh? A trial without a murder weapon is a very tricky beast.
It's just not a murder trial.
Excuse me, can I say something? I just remembered something actually.
What is it, sister?
I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was, it was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what?
Well then,
Owie.
I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible.
Holy shit!
What else? What else could this old woman have seen? Who are you
Damn.
calling old?
Yeah. Don't worry, it was an Edge's thought. See? Oh, but then again, most of these seers tend to like read your mind. She probably would have said it.
I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk the Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She could drive a snowmobile after all.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time, eh?
Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know.
Oh,
Right.
Resident.
There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here is a photograph.
A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it's certainly an interesting theory. Also, that snowmobile sucks.
What's wrong with it?
Hey, I would know.
In front of Hazakura Temple.
Okay, I'm back. It was fed.
Oh, good.
And run all the way to Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes?
Hang on, I need to double check that because I didn't get to look at it. Let's see, footsteps. And then there's the. Okay. Okay.
All the noise you just did.
Yeah. It's the edit sound. Yeah, hang on. I need Maya for this because you can see it. It's like a. Come on, there you go. You see the footsteps? And then you see the right there. Looks like it
Yeah.
came in this way. Okay. Anyway.
The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter. Making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
You really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please.
There's a lot of assumptions being made here. So she did see the murder on 11. After asking that it be reported. Okay.
You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct?
Right, the one who trampled me.
It seems she's the type to hold a grudge.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent them to the bridge.
Phoenix Wright. He didn't even have his cell phone on him.
He had forgotten it at home, apparently.
But a naive boy as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand too.
Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking him a while to get back. So I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell.
I saw tracks. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk, but less than 5 using one of those. Let's see.
Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for?
Oh, like I said, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes.
It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using the snowmobile.
I have to concede that it's more than enough time.
Is that all you wish to concede, Miles Edgeworth?
Iris could have done that. She drives a snowmobile after all. I guess we could grab that too.
While it would have been possible time-wise, one element remains out of place here.
Oh, and what would this mystery element be, eh?
The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods? Too many unanswered questions.
Oh,
Your response, Miss Van Karma?
Listen to me for help with the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself?
Sorry about
Once
that.
in a while, Your Honor.
Tell him.
Why?
Jesus over the top as always.
Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point for me, Miles Edgeworth.
Another mystery to feed the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there's surely a problem with this testimony. Now all I have to do is start poking holes in this flawed account.
okay. No, we're doing it good then. We just need to... Okay, we got that. We did press that. We pressed that. I don't think I pressed this.
As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
That's it. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls.
Now, you're certain that the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate.
So, she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time.
I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? I need answers to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time?
You know, fair question. Okay.
Huh? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean, eh?
What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth?
I'm playing to a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then it means that it was recently used.
Ah, I see. Ah, I never thought of that.
That's right. I overlooked that too.
Of course he did.
Then answer the question, please, witness.
I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it.
Snow?
Yes, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
Wasn't any snow on it. Curses.
It seems highly unlikely. It seems highly likely that the killer did use the snowmobile then, eh?
How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile?
Oh, interesting. I'd figured that would have been something to present. Maybe they threw the weapon at you. It takes 15 minutes to walk the Dusky Bridge from less than 5 using one of those. I thought that was going to be added to the record, honestly. Okay. Asking that to be ported, I went out to the main gate. I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. That lines up with the autopsy report. Okay. I think.
Autopsy, sorry.
Yeah. Thank you. A Coxby. There you go. Green lights out. Cause on the road. About to go to feet. We now have this tracks photo. Yeah, that seems about right.
I actually don't remember this one.
Something tells me it might have something to do with the... See, I figured that with the snow evidence, there would have been some openings, but it didn't take us anywhere. We saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. Yes. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind.
Wrong answer, eh?
Well done, Your Honor. I was only testing you just now.
Well, then why don't you try testing this penalty too, eh?
Okay, you know what?
It got.
Yeah. That was pretty good. Okay. I'll you know what? I'll take that one. I'll take that lick. Maybe I pressed the wrong scenario, because the thing that throws me, maybe it's this. There we go. Okay. I was looking at it right. I just pressed the wrong statement. Okay.
I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple. They threw the weapon into the river and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be 2 sets of tracks in the snow.
Okay, that was not my thinking at all, but that is also a very valid point.
Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back.
Ah, you're right.
Like, okay, let me just put down what I was thinking. So, you guys notice how, like, we see, like, the line of, like, the footprints here, but it's immediately, like, canceled by the line here? That's what I was thinking of. I didn't think about, like, there had to be 2 tracks showing
The
that
Mia
it left.
pointer's back.
The Mia
So
pointer
there-
is-
It's more of like, oh, if she uses snowmobile, then why are there footprints?
Well, no, it was more like if the murder had ended up using the weapon, there should be footprints on these tracks too, because Phoenix would have to run out. This implies that this snowmobile came in after like Phoenix went out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth.
Huh?
On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction, now doesn't it?
I see! While she was spotted at the river, the snow stopped. You mean just the return tracks in the snow?
Whip. What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? This idea that the snowfall covered 1 set of tracks.
I think we just stated it out, so let's go.
The tracks of the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. It'd be a shame if somebody presented some evidence. However, Miss Von Karma, that's impossible.
Oh, I was just gonna leave it at that. I was like,
Don't
that's a
believe
good
to
thing.
me, Miles Edgeworth, fuck you. Would you care to explain then?
No.
Smart ass, why there is a rude index finger currently pointing in my general direction.
No need. The evidence will do all of the talking for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and then returned from. Okay, fuck me.
That's okay. Dusky Bridge.
In return from Dusky Bridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Miss Fun Karma. Also, Mr. Edgeworth, you say it in front of my dialogue again, I'll cut you.
I'll give you a penalty. I'll give you a penalty through the save screen.
Holy shit.
15.
Oh, hey there! I'm gonna give you a penalty so hard you're not gonna be able to walk when I'm done with you.
Yeah, that's what it was turning into. It's like,
Number 15.
Mr. Edgeworth, present your
Present your evidence to the contrary.
Hey.
Eh.
No.
You're not. Please don't do chills. Oh my god.
Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
I don't know. It's pretty good.
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for the Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder.
The weather report?
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks to have made after that time to have been covered up.
Ah!
Order! Very well then. It looks like Miss Fun Karma's has been stowed in. Yeah!
Oh.
Fuck you! I whip you!
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow.
Incredible.
Attack Vic! Mouse Edgeworth!
I just realized something.
Yeah.
I'll say it in a minute when we get to the realization.
How pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is the report ever correct?
Okay, real.
I don't know. You've got it all wrong. I don't want to. This is a forecast. This is actual data. I'm gonna get whipped right now. Yep, there it is.
Forecast data or weather reports have some inaccuracies. Like your rain, Your Honor. It may still have been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true. We cannot be totally sure, eh? I'm just trying to agree so I don't get whipped.
Come on. What? How did she pull that off?
Well, that whip is very convincing, eh?
Can we do the picture now?
It had stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
Come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I, too, cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Mouse Edgeworth.
You'll want to talk.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it's already been stopped snowing when the victim was killed?
Please let the picture work.
You suck.
I think you presented the wrong picture.
Your response was Von Karma.
Wait, no. I thought I pressed tracks.
Oh. Oh, that is the tracks photo. I misread it.
Unless that's not the evidence.
No, I literally misread it, so...
It looks like
Buddy.
it is still snowing in your heart, too. Shivering in the cold, you are closing your eyes to the truth.
God damn, that's ice cold, Miss Von Karma. And I think you just arrived after a long, tiring flight from Germany.
Yes, Your Honor, I am jet lagged. I have not gotten this.
That was poetry. Pure poetry. Penalty.
I've been jet lagged for 15 hours.
Damn.
This evidence is only going to freeze my case solid.
And you did.
Yeah, this is too much health loss. I'm gonna need to just go back. I'm surprised that didn't work.
So, what is the real evidence then, eh?
That's a great question.
Oh, wait. Think I might know?
I think you'll get it.
I think I know.
What is your evidence that it has already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Oh, yeah, that would also do it. Yeah. Let's see.
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right. But proving that is...
Completely possible. Incredibly easy.
What the fuck?
Damn! He
Oh
told
my
you,
god,
eh?
this cave is full of blunt smoking.
He told you, eh?
Oh my god, this cave is full of blunt smoky.
If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything.
The blood smoky sounds so good.
Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow.
Yep. That.
Eh?
Touch the feet.
Eh?
Touch the feet.
Oh god. Yeah, of course.
No,
Armor.
Ami.
No,
on the
This
army.
big Ami.
There you go.
with just one exception.
And that is?
Can you... do your eyes work? The victim herself, Miss Elise
I'm
Snowden.
wearing contacts, Mouse Edgeworth.
I believe...
You need to change your prescription then.
I believe Miss Von Karma is also jet-lagged, eh?
Why is there no snow on top of her?
This prescription is only in Germany.
The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be 2 sets of tracks.
So we're just gonna ignore the whole thing about the
Order!
footsteps.
Just what's I? Fuck!
Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I am not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple.
Yeah, look at that.
Big Satan.
From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow.
Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Yes, and the fucking the footprints, please, can we acknowledge the goddamn footprint? Okay, whatever. Whatever.
What's in those weird, bear prints, eh?
The footprint!
Can I say something?
No.
Okay. Show me out. Whatever you want to say, Sister Bikini.
This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
A little sus, you might say, Sister. What does?
There is only one key for the snowmobile.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it.
Oh, well, we're gonna drop that shit.
Do we?
The key was found in his room after the murder.
Oh, damn.
But can
I'm going to withdraw vital information from you, Miles Edgeworth.
well, she got you there, honey. Well, that can only mean that night Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there.
She lied to you, motherfucker.
Should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance.
Well, I mean, you can talk about it right now.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So, she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
There you go.
That sounds right. Sorry, I had a stroke there. I think I need to go hospital after this, eh?
Oh my goodness.
I'll send you there sooner.
Please no.
Now, what?
I will take over as the judge.
Oh, no.
No.
I wanna be the judge. It sounds fun.
No, sister, allow me to be the judge.
Oh
You
my
can be
God.
prosecutor.
But you're the prosecutor, eh?
I whip you.
Owie!
This reminds me of a stupid tweet I made like years ago where I said, when I'm president, I will appoint Winston Payne to the Supreme Court. I don't know why I just thought of that, but
He's got
now I'm
that
thinking
vibe.
about I should just appoint all the Ace Attorney prosecutors to the Supreme Court.
You should.
And at least the Congress debates would be kind of like interesting.
Just
At that
find
point.
it. Just find anyone with those names, and they'd be like, "All right, you're in the Supreme Court."
I would send Francisco Von Carmen to Congress just to see what happened, honestly.
Oh dear God.
Bikini
Anyway.
for House of Senate. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, but what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple, W stands for woman. I didn't see
Yes, indeed.
any...
You stands for woman. Thank you, sister.
I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
I'm a lesbian. You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Does everybody think I'm blind?
My goodness, I'm the one that's having a situation breakdown. Okay, anyway, maybe. But when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow too.
But that isn't possible.
Blah, 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 blah. Order,
slap,
order,
slap.
order in the court. What does that all mean, eh?
Dip.
Don't, please don't.
Mm.
Holy shit, I'm
then
safe.
what was this? So then, what was the snowmobile used for?
This feels like a lot of stuff that just happened. Let me just say, just in case.
She was doing some Tony Hawk tricks.
It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple.
Oh my god, on that mountain? That would actually be
Yeah,
pretty rad.
the mountain, sick half pipe on the mountains.
If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate.
I'll see Iris do a sick boneless pizza.
Yo, a
Furthermore-
720 flip.
Hell yeah.
It wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapons.
No. I wouldn't want to play SSX3 at this point.
If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazagura Temple.
Hmm.
I thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
Well, neither did I, Miles Edgeworth.
That is because you rarely think, Miss Von Karma.
Excuse you.
If I may, eh? I think we learned all we can from this witness.
Yes. I've nothing more to add.
You
I
could
don't-
go retire your Pokeball.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I told you everything. Everything that I know.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify having seen the snowmobile.
A witness, huh?
Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
Preferably an idiot.
Hopefully someone that, thinks with his dick.
No, I don't think that's likely. It was
Hopefully
Conan.
a straight white guy.
Exactly, one of those.
I don't know. He would have blended in with the snow. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in like that. Unless they had something really important to do.
That's quite a shame.
Hold on. Something is coming to me.
That's your love for
An
Venus.
idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor, I have the idiot. Actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us.
I'm surprised you had to think about that one, Miles.
Can't
Really?
consider whether bringing him would hurt his case.
Yeah.
You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder? News to me.
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But there are 2 things about him that do come to mind.
Which are?
When something smells.
First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
And the second being...
This individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
Let's go!
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this dumbass you've been talking about?
Yes, Ed, but I want to know who this dumbass
Phoenix,
is.
right?
Earl Fay.
Ah, man.
Good dog.
Go, Joe!
If I had saved earlier, I would have pressed Phoenix. That shit's a good.
Francisca Von
Gumshoe.
Karma.
Mr. Bikini.
Dick Gumshoe.
Pearl.
My affair.
It's like this straight dumb white man. Pearl.
Not gonna lie, if you picked the wrong person on that, I would laugh.
This guy must be a paragon. John did look the fuck.
Jean-Luc Villaduc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting.
Just that. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Jean Dilladuc. Say that fuck.
Jean-Luc Villaduc.
I think I'm having a stroke.
This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim, Elise Stoner.
Her student? Interesting. And why was he wandering about at that outside the night of the murder?
That. I could tell them all about his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist, He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him.
You know, that's a good play, yeah. The minute we expose that, yeah, we're really gonna fuck this up.
They're like, no.
Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. Nice, throw in the deniability.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking white man, straight.
This one, comma, you are also white.
Yes, but I'm a lesbian.
You are whiter than him.
Yes, but I'm a lesbian. That's stupid. What exactly was it that he saw? He's straight.
I just like this idea that you lose Caucasian points for being lesbian.
Yeah.
I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom.
Oh damn! Someone is used as a witness immediately. I want to see Edgeworth suck this witness off, as he says.
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well. I will now tag team with David.
I am a proud German Caucasian and a blabbering American white person.
Hang on, I'm just gonna pin that for a bit.
I am proud German Caucasian, sorry.
Oh.
But today I'm going to get everything out of you.
Including your dick.
Judge.
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break, and I'm going to change voices, apparently. Miss Von Karma, please leave him to prepare the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court is now at recess.
Okay.
I'm literally saying like we're tagging out because I'm probably gonna be taking over for Larry.
You want to do Larry?
Right. I can do Larry.
Do you want me to take? Do you want me to take Canadian judge, or do you got it?
No, I'll take the Canadian. He'll just turn Scottish here and there.
I just wasn't sure because Bikini must have done a number on you.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, it was pretty tame. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a proud thing to say, but trying to do Lois's voice doesn't exactly like crackle my voice as much as it should.
That's impressive.
Pina.
Pina.
Let's take a quick break because I know you guys have been talking a lot. I might as well give you guys a moment to hydrate and stuff.
Well, yes, a hydration would be very, very useful right now. Thank you.
Yeah, so let's pop. I'll pop the BRB real quick.
Location.
PRP.
Oh yeah, don't forget. Always stop by the toilet
That's the thing
if you
that you
find
inject
one,
in your head to grow your
especially
hair
before
back.
boss fights. You need time to get your thoughts in order. So you know, save your damn game.